Good afternoon, business audience. Good afternoon, KZ audience. Good afternoon, Blot members and Blot audience. We are here today. I am your host today. Not ordinarily, I'm normally your co-host, but Montana is absent today. And I promise that, hey, audience, I will check on her to make sure she's all right after this show. Okay. But we do have some guests here. We're going to have a lot of information. We're here to deliver a lot of news. But before we get to that, let me share with you something that came to my attention in my reading. I observed in a book that I always like to read, which is John Maxwell's The Maxwell Daily Reading. And in there, he made reference to Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson observed that a candle loses nothing when it lights another candle. That is the real nature of partnership. The reason why I bring that to our awareness today is that as Blot members and as Blot Association, we try to share a lot of wealth of knowledge, wisdom, and structure on how to enhance our community with business, revelation or synergy. Okay, so that's our initiative, and there's nothing wrong with us giving away information to enhance what we have going on to build the velocity of wealth and the velocity of some of these businesses around us. And I know there's a stigma around that says that people in our community don't want to share information. And we're going to seriously charge ourselves to start sharing information to uplift one another. Okay, and that's the whole initiative of this show. That's the whole initiative of Blot. That's the whole initiative that Montana has designed her structure after, right?
That's correct.
To share a lot of this information that will help us. And with that said, we have a lot of good information to share with you. We got an event going on tonight in Ward 7 at the Multiplex. So those of you who are aware of it, be there. I know a lot of you show up that's in Ward 7, and understand that Ward 7 is not about just Ward 7. So if you're outside of Ward 7 and you want to learn about business structure, you want to learn about real estate, come on down to Ward 7. There's going to be some professionals down there that's going to share all their resources with you, okay? So remember, a candle loses nothing when it lights another candle, but instead it lights up the whole room together. Okay, so with that said, I got my now I'm the host, and now I have a co-host. Now I get to sit in Montana's shoes, right?
Yeah.
Now I know I can't fill her shoes, team, but check out. I'm going to try my best today, and I know you going to uplift me and keep me together, right?
I got you.
You got me?
I got you.
Okay, good. So this is what I want the community to know. Now, Marvin has been my right-hand man, even though he's on my left hand today. He's been my right-hand man for the last, 10 years?
10 years.
10 years. And we have came up with a lot of structure, strategies, dealing with real estate, dealing with investments, dealing with all type of financial products, making sure that people understand them and understand how to use them. Marvin started off as my mentee for the first few years, and all of a sudden I got to give this guy some praise. He has grown so much. Those of you that has dealt with him and not has recognized or been aware of his achievements lately, he has made a great impact on our community with investing in real estate, not just for his own pockets, but enhancing other people's lifestyles as well. And I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to put your business out there, Marvin. I think Marvin has, with the help of one of our other guests, has helped about 80 households this year.
Wow. I never knew that. Thanks.
Yeah, 80 households. I had to take count. I had to think about it one night. But Marvin has enhanced 80 households. And what that means to me is that he's not one of those slumlords or one of those real estate investors that's looking out for his own pockets. He has put together 80 properties and placed 80 families in need of somewhere to stay. Am I lying?
You correct.
No, I'm correct. Okay. And he's also a member of Blot from day one. He's one of the pioneers of Blot. We appreciate you, Marvin. He's also the pioneer of the real estate class, which is going on tonight. So all visitors, come by and check us out tonight. It's not his day to speak, but he will share a conversation with you. Okay. And before we get started with the guest too, Montana, I hope you feel better. Okay. I know you play a hooky. Don't let me catch you at the restaurant or nothing that, you know. But I hope you feel better. And everybody hope you feel better too. All right. So Marvin, we got a special guest today.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Is he dynamic?
This individual, I will call him the Robert Kiyosaki of Italy.
Of Italy?
Yeah. One of the great things about being in real estate and being in real estate in Cleveland is one of the things I teach in the class is you get a lot of out-of-town investors, people who want to invest in Cleveland. The sad part is a lot of investors, they never get a chance to actually come here and invest and see what we go through in our area, in our community. I've been fortunate enough to partner up with an out-of-town investor that I feel has a lot of experience. He's been in real estate for about 20 years now, and he's actually taken it upon himself to not only come here and buy some properties, but he's moved here and actually decided to make this his ground floor next project of real estate investing and building a portfolio of properties for him and his business partners.
Okay, we're gonna let him speak for himself, but I got one question to ask.
Okay.
Before we, now, you remember like years ago when we had to deal with some out of state or even international investors, and a lot of times they would look at the houses and they would just purchase something.
Yeah.
And just purchase and say that's good enough, put somebody in it.
Yeah.
And that would make our stomach turn a little bit.
Yeah.
Couldn't sleep good at night.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting the feeling of what I've been aware of and what I've witnessed with our new investor here is that he likes a quality product.
Yeah.
He feel nobody should be below a standard of living where he couldn't even live in the house. That makes sense?
That's
and I
could be
appreciate
more
that.
than true. You know, that was one of the first things that we talked about when we decided to start working together was, you know, you have to invest in your properties and understanding from. And he'll tell you where he's from and where he's been, and understanding the demographic of the type of quality of living people have in other cities and states in the country versus the way we have to deal with landlords and property conditions and things like that. It was one of the main reasons why I decided to invest my time and energy into working with Giuseppe.
No, Giuseppe, your turn.
Yeah.
First of all, let's let the public know who you are. Your whole name, what's your company's name, and where they can find you.
Okay. I'm Giuseppe Cicorella. I'm from Italy. I have a 27 years old experience about real estate. In Italy, I had 12 real estate agency in the most famous city like Milan, Venice, Rome, the big city, you know, and the same number of the property management company. And 13 years ago, I started to invest in Florida, USA, because about real estate, USA is the big country in the world, give the amazing opportunity, you know. 2 years before the subprime. And Florida was amazing state, give me a great opportunity to make money. But the last 5 years is all property is off the market because foreclosure is not bad deal. And I'm start to study the other state, like Texas, for example. And the last 2 years, I'm started very well the Ohio, because I have a friend, big investor in New York, have the asset over $200 million. And he told me, believe me, if every people give the advice, you go in the one state, one city, you go in the other, you choose the other. And every people tell me the best advice is Columbus and Cincinnati. And the same I'm start about myself to choose the solution in Cleveland. The best to think about Cleveland was for me. First, I meet Marvin, and believe me, before I met him, I meet 20 investors like him. But the other people talking a lot and don't give me the opportunity show the result for them. Marvin, I love work with him, and for this I chose him like my business partner because during talking he make the solution. You know, every people talk me about the problem, he find immediately the solution. And the second thing is because Cleveland have amazing people, don't have the property of the owner, you know?
Yes.
And find immediately rent. You have the two big two big university of the heart in the USA, the big and the best. You have the big metallurgic industry about the work, and you have a lot of work. You have the second big Amazon company in USA. Lincoln is in Cleveland. And after this, I take the decision. But before I meet him, I lived the last 3 years half in Miami, and I continue to invest in North Florida. But I chose Miami because it's best place. And
So before you let me get this right. You moved from Miami,
yeah, I
to
don't,
Cleveland.
don't tell me.
and we
please.
had problems with LeBron moving from Cleveland to Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my first month I live here, you know?
Okay.
And I take this decision because it's very important for me. I'm staying in the place because I'm start to study immediately to take the license because I'm realtor in Florida. I started again to study to take the second license realtor in Ohio, only to use the best services about real estate. I'm not interested to do the realtor.
Okay.
And Cleveland is the best if you want to make money. If you want a great life, you go in the Miami. I agree with you. And I want to give you this secret. I used the last 3 years in the list to enter in the building in the front of the SIA, in the front of the Brickell Key, and today I continue to pay until December because I take the decision with Marvin immediately. You know, I need to move immediately in Cleveland. But I have the security that Cleveland is the best market for me now in USA, and I have the number. I have the number that I started the last 2 years. The return of investment in the Cleveland the last 3 years is the best in the USA. The second place is Cincinnati. The last place about this classific is California, for example. And today I'm here because with the knowledge, the skill has in Marvin, give me the opportunity. We find the best solution. We find only the property of the market, and it's amazing the opportunity you give me for me and for my customer. You imagine only these two numbers. If you give me the opportunity, I explain you. In January 2019, I had in my asset 7 units. Today is over 200 units. I think
That's
so.
amazing.
You have amazing opportunity, and I take immediately.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Now, you're not the only one that has come to Cleveland and have this grand idea. You know who else came to Cleveland years ago?
No. Who?
He was actually part of got his education, his elementary education here in Cleveland. Moved to New York and come back here and reinvest. Was J.D. Rockefeller.
I know. I read a book.
Wow.
I want to tell you one news that Marvin don't know yet.
Okay.
The first two big investors in my project, I have 18 people, Italian, and only 2 American. The only 2 American is from New York, both, and both started next year with 1 million for each. And every 2 these people are very happy because I chose Cleveland. They know me the long time. When I told them that I want to start to invest in Columbus, they don't want to follow me. When in both cases, I told no, I'm start invest in Cleveland. I opened my management company. My management company 6 months ago was 1 secretary. Today we have 7 manager and secretary. The same, the constructor company with Marvin. Today we have 23 employees. Now the business grew a lot because of Cleveland giving this opportunity, and I'm so sure 100% that the house goal is 1,000 property, and next year we have 1,000 property.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. So, for those of you in the audience that don't have faith in Cleveland, you have an outsider, not just outside of the state boundaries, not outside of the city boundaries, but outside of the U.S. boundaries that come here and see opportunity on your own land. Okay? Take advantage. Take heed to that. He's giving you some advice. Start investing. And if you need help investing, give Marvin a call. He has friends. He has friends that's helping him. Okay? He's helping people. Give us a call. And if you have any response right now at this moment, you can call 216-298-1554. Okay, and if you want to call Marvin, remember Marvin is a member of BLOT. He's an officer of BLOT. Marvin, give him your number.
216-396-8406.
Yes. So here it is. I mean, we got gold in Cleveland.
And you know, it's the amazing thing about Cleveland. I think everybody needs to really pay attention because it's a lot of other investors here that are starting to push the market value up. So now is probably the best time, I would say, before everybody really gets excited and starts to bring money here, is to start getting your plans together and figuring out what it is you want to do. Do you want to buy and hold? Do you want to fix and flip, or both? And then try to build your strategy together along with what we teach in the class and through BLOT, so that you can have the success that you're looking for. I want to say also to some of the students that took a chance and got out there, congratulations to those students, because every student that we have that has went through the real estate class, right now they're seeing success and results from the stuff that we've taught them already. So it works. We have actual people in BLOT that are using the concepts and strategies that we teach.
Now, let me ask you this, Marvin. You and Giuseppe has something legendary and big, huge going on, right? And we're seeing it in the beginning stage. So the goal is 1,000 properties in a year. Okay. Now, I'm a big advocate of human resources, utilizing other people. Okay, just like that title or that quote I just said earlier, where the candle lights other candles and don't lose anything from its flame. How can we help the future members and the current members of BLOT that's in the real estate? Can they be helped with the program? Can that be a win-win situation there?
It definitely can. I would say so, because not only do we have the physical resources to be able to have properties, but there are so many opportunities, whether it's to learn how to be a contractor, to learn how to work in the office and build a management company, to learn how to deal with tenants. It's so many different ways people can be a part of everything that's going on. Even somebody that just wants to sell a house or find a house. There's opportunities right now for people that have a passion about real estate in Cleveland to generate income for themselves.
Absolutely. Okay. That's a big one. Yeah. That's a big one. Giuseppe, do you have anything to say about that there?
The same. I think so. I'm the example that only 1 year ago, I don't speak English one word, And without English, I find the land of the opportunity, USA. For you all, it's impossible. If you want to really change your life, if you want, you can. Everything. The other thing is only excuse, Every day when I wake up, when I open my eyes, the first thing that I tell, I never give up, and it's no over until I win. Because I don't find excuse. Don't exist Saturday, don't exist Sunday. It's important you have the goal. When you open the eyes, when you start to work, you open the goal. I talked 20 years ago, the Grant Cardone, like my point of ferment, and I study very well him, and I replicate the system. That's it. This is the secret in USA. Give the whole opportunity you want. It's impossible if you want to make money, if you want to create a building asset real estate. You can only if you don't want it. That's it. This is the only solution and only advice that I can give everybody.
Now, what's your daily practice? You wake up, what time do you wake up in the morning?
Okay, 5:30, I wake up, but 4:30, I open my eyes, I take the meditation, I'm started to 30 minutes to practice English, heard the question, use the some new words, and it's impossible. If you want to make a great dream, if you make the same thing that everybody, you can't. The only solution, like Marvin know, that I text message to Marvin when I wake up sometimes 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m., because I did the Skype call with Italian people, you know. I told you, 18 customer, there are Italian people, no? And when I did the Skype call, when here is 5 a.m., in Italy is 11 a.m., you know? For this, I'm started to very early. And when I don't did the Skype call, I study, I read the book, I go in the gym, meditation, and I practice English. This is my way.
There's a lot of uplifting the temple when I hear you talk. Getting up early, meditation, make your connection, read the book, study your English and your craft, and get the day started.
Yeah.
Very important. That is advice to all you business owners, not just to real estate investors, but business owners. You have to prepare your temple before you put it to practice throughout the day.
Yeah, when some people here in USA told me, oh, but it's impossible if you want to do this without speaking English. I told, remember very well, for you, not for me. Because the people give you the limit that he has, the limit, you know? For this, if you have a dream, you don't hear when the people, I told in my class, no, when the people give you the limit, you know, don't give the opportunity. The small people take your goal is very big. No, it's because the people is very small. You have a goal. When the people don't want to talk, don't want to hear them, when talking with me now, during they talk me blah 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 blah, I don't want to hear. This is the only secret. And
he's
positive
He's
attitude.
talking good. He's gonna make me replay this over and over and over again. Okay. Is it possible that we can get you to come to the real estate class and do some speaking every once in a while?
Whatever you want.
You've been holding out.
Oh yeah.
You always holding out.
Yeah. I always wait. Save the best for last. Save the surprises, because you know, it's so much that we can do, and Giuseppe, now he's confident about speaking English well. He thinks he doesn't speak English well, but you do. And I think it's time that people start to really get to see how you can start from not even being able to speak the language to coming to Cleveland, coming to USA, and being able to build a real estate portfolio the way he has.
And explain it. It's real. And it's like you said, it's just you have to be determined. You have to know exactly what you want and go after it. Absolutely.
I agree with you. And for this, I think so for everybody you all, it's more easy than for me. Because the whole my power, you imagine only this, no? I show him the picture on my Instagram, on my Facebook, I did the stage on 4,000 people in the front of me for 3 days. There are me, because when I use Italian language, it's very easy. The power is in the word. If you use the perfect word in the perfect moment, in the perfect speech, you have a power in the front of the people. Sometimes you have a lot of knowledge, a lot of skill, but you don't imagine how many times 2 years ago I started to talk with the attorney title company, and they think, okay, this is stupid because I don't speak English, nothing, you know. Now, day by day, I'm comfortable, and for this, I have a great respect for Marvin, because he have a patience you don't imagine. He spoke with me 1 year ago like a baby. When he spoke in this way, and this give me the opportunity start to work with him and know very well everything. And everybody want in USA realize them dream is impossible. If you don't realize your dream in the USA, you are your excuse. You don't make excuse.
I understand. This is what I want to do. First of all, Montana, if I messed up today, save it for later, okay? I tried my best. I'm the host today, so you just sit back, get well, whatever's going on. I hear about it later on, all right? But I think, and I'm going out on a limb, right? I think that having you two on the show today, I think it should make Montana proud. It's because you're saying some things that we wanted our audience to hear for a long time. Okay, and we try our best to do it, and we do it. We do a good job at it. But to get an accredited, and I'm going to go on the line and say that you are an accredited investor. You're buying bulk, and you're doing it with well intentions for the community, and you're utilizing the community and enhancing the community, uplifting the community with your resources, and we appreciate you.
I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm so really happy.
and I'm thrilled and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna admit I'm gonna be a little bit transparent. I am thrilled to be working with you. I'm not only hosting you today, but I am thrilled to be working with you in some of the adventures you got me working in.
And I promise you, and I promise to Marvi, because next year Marvi come with me in Italy when I organize the stage in the weekend in whole Italy, and believe me, I'm so really happy if with has a skill knowledge we can help the people realize their dream. The life is only one.
I was going to bring that up next. I heard about that, and I'm just so hurt that I'm not part of that.
Oh, the Italy?
Yeah, the Italy piece.
Oh, yeah.
How y'all leaving me out? I gotta earn my way. I earn my way.
Maybe you can go with us.
I earn my way. But yeah, that's good. That is great. So Marvin is going to be a superstar over in Italy.
Yeah,
And you're gonna be a superstar.
Today he is a superstar. Believe me.
Today he is.
Yeah, because every people know that I'm very determined people. I don't have a filter, no?
Okay.
If I think is this, I tell is this, you know?
Yes.
And you all love me or hate me. And if I start to work with him, everybody know that he's perfect.
Uh-huh.
If he's don't work together, the people don't have esteem with him, you know?
Sure.
If I start to work with him, it's because everything can tell me is realizing. That's it. And for this, every people, like yesterday in the live, every people, hi Marvin, how are you? Big Marvin, a famous Marvin, a superstar Marvin. Everybody told this.
Oh, they talking about you.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna be transparent one more time, and then we're gonna have to just get our words up out of here and get our plugs in. Marvin been working with me for 10 years, and I lightweight got jealous because Marvin was spending his time somewhere else last year, and I'm like, how is this guy not showing up or giving me the attention that I'm used to getting for the last 10 years? And then he exploited what you had going on. And I said, you know what? I felt bad. I said, you know what? I shouldn't. But I still, you know me, I got to take the high road.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to always take the high road. I said, you know what, Marvin, I understand what you got going on. That's bigger. That's where you belong. And you're like one of those candles, Marvin.
Yeah.
You went and left, got with Giuseppe, increased your value, and came back and shared your value and lit some more candles over here without losing anything. That makes sense?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay, so our time is up, okay?
Okay.
And I would like to thank you, Giuseppe, for being here, okay?
Thank you, too.
I look forward to seeing you real soon. Okay, Marvin, of course, you know I love you, brother. Thank you for being here. And Montana, I hope we did a great job today. And I'm going to say, for our blot people, meet us down at the multiplex tonight, 4 o'clock. We'll be there from 4 to 6. See you there. And if you want to host a show here, call 216-298-1554. And here's Vernon Tyus hosting Blot on KAZ. Peace.